In other parts of the world we call it tunics, but in India they call it kurti, kurta or kameez. It's basically the same design with some difference. A kurti is a more casual garment. The length is about half thigh, and the neckline is not so complicated. As you can see in this picture, for example, this is a kurti. The kurta is usually longer than the kurti, or is always longer. That makes the difference. As you can see here, is almost reaching the knee or on the knee, and sometimes it can have collar. It's little bit more elegant, you can say, than a kurti. The kurti is more casual, but basically it's the same shape. Also another difference is some kurtis it has like more close-fitted design, and kurtas it has like more loose design, but other than that basically is so similar. The kameez is even longer, but the most important difference is that it's more elegant. It can have collar or not, but it's embroidered. It can has a close-fitted shape, or it can has a little bit more flair or more designs in the sleeves, in the necklines, etc. Basically the main difference is the length. The kameez is so long, and also the style, because the kameez is so elegant, as I told you. Now, these three styles of garment is basically the same. As you can see here, the shape is basically the same. The only thing that changes is the length and some adjustments or some designs like the neckline or the style, if it's more casual or more elegant, etc. And I will show you how making some so easy modifications to your basic bodice patterns. You can get any of these garments in a very easy way. Let me show you how to make the patterns. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a basic pattern for kurti, kurta or kameez. This pattern you can use it to make any basic design of these garments, or also later if you make some modifications once you learn how to make transformations in patterns. Also you can use this pattern we are going to make in this video to make more complicated designs. You can add colors or modify the shape, etc. But for now, let's make our basic pattern for that. First, we are going to make the back part of our pattern, and for that you will need your basic bodice patterns, as I am showing you here. So, to make the back part, take the back top and the back skirt, and you have to transfer it in another piece of paper. Remember, you must have the basic bodice patterns in cardboard, so you can transfer it as many times as you want in another piece of paper, so you don't need to trace them again and again and again. Okay, we are going to put our two patterns together in this way by the waistline. You have to match these two corners. In the skirt we have this curve, so probably here you will have a space. Don't worry. You only match these two corners, and also probably the darts will not match. Also don't worry about that, because usually in kurtis we don't need the back darts, so we are going to remove it in this way. I will remove it here, but if you want, you just don't trace it. So I will delete the dart here, and also here, you know, for this dart we have this extra space here. So what you have to do is also remove that extra space. Okay, in the skirt also remove the dart, we don't need it. And also remove the space for the dart. It must be together in this way, without darts and without dart gain or extra space for dart. Right now this pattern, as you have it here, it will suit your body in a closed fitted way. If you remember, in our basic bodice pattern, sometimes we don't have any extra space for loosing, or we have about 1 inch or 1.5 inches in total for loosing. So if you use it just like this, it will be like a close fitted dress. But a kurti often is not like so close fitted. So if you decide, you can use it just like this, but you need to add a zipper or buttons or anything that allows you to wear the garment. Now, if you don't want to add zipper, like in most of the kurtis we don't have zipper or buttons or anything, and it's a little bit loose, you can add loosing in this way. You have the line of the waistline, starting from this corner to the right, trace a line, an horizontal line, trace another one from this corner in the hips line, and following the shape of the skirt, trace a line in this way, also in the bottom. And in these 3 lines we are going to mark the space for loosing in our garment. If I add here, this is as much as you want for you, but remember this is a basic pattern, so don't add too much, so you will have like a standard shape for a kurti. If you want a kurti with more flare or with more space for loosing, then you can modify it later. So this is completely up to you, but don't go more than 1 inch. So whatever you decide, mark the same in the 3 lines, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of inch, or 1 inch, etc. You can also do it in centimeters if you prefer. So mark it in the 3 lines. And then join the points starting from the armhole corner in this way. This will give you a straight design of the kurti. As I told you before, you can modify it later if you want another design, but this is the basic one. So once you trace it in this way, you can also, with the help of your curved rollers, give a curved shape, so your pattern shape, it will be soft and it will match your curves, the curves in your body, something like this. Trace the contour, or you have it traced already, but it's a good idea to trace it in a different color so you will not get confused with the other reference lines. And this is the contour of your back pattern for your basic kurti. Another point about the loosing we add here is I want you to remember that anything you add here at the end in your garment, it will be multiplied by 4. Remember, this is the half pattern for the back, and also we will have the half pattern for the front.